We said going into the Denver game that the Broncos were a litmus test for the Cowboys. And that wasn't making something bigger than it was. That wasn't making the game something that it wasn't. That was just the reality. The Broncos presented a chance, an opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to prove to themselves, to us, to the NFL, to whoever you want to say, to prove that they were for real, to go to play one of the best teams in the NFL, and that they couldn't even hang with them is so sobering. That they couldn't even, go back and forth with them is just a really big. I know it's not a culture shock. I know that some people will say things like, oh, I knew they were this bad and whatever, but it is such a defeating thing for them to be so far away from one of the NFL's contenders. I don't think, and I mean this with all due respect to the Broncos, that anybody would say they're the best team in the NFL. So to not even be able to hang with however you want to define the Broncos, right? Top 5, top 10, whatever. We're not here to quibble about that, but that the Cowboys couldn't even hang with them remotely is such a splash of cold water on any kind of hope that we have had so far this season. And look, the Cowboys may relight that flame. They may rip off this massive win streak. Who knows? Everything is unpredictable. But right now, following the Broncos game, it is such a defeating feeling being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, one that we are unfortunately all too familiar with.